Hi.
Oh, it's not telling me to rotate my device.
Rotate it.
Or whatever.
I don't like to be rotated.
That's
Well,
not part of your fetishes.
It says you're live.
Okay, yeah, work now.
Oh.
You live on your phone too.
You know, it's because I'm trying to put it on sleep mode so that people do not interrupt. You're catching some of the edited stuff. It's fine. We're live. You know it's live.
I know.
It's no. I'm talking to the folks.
Oh, okay.
Probably can't.
I'm just waiting for the devices to be stable. All right, we're ready. Hi, everybody. This is Flame and Riqi with another episode of Flame Time. It is Thursday, April
22nd, 2021. My age
ish. And we're here back at the ACQC office, 6207 Woodside Avenue, bringing you another fun episode of Flame Time. Today's topic is fetish. Before we get into that, though, because I know y'all can't wait to talk about fetish, just a few things going on. Loved One's Food Pantry tomorrow. If you need some food, know anybody that needs some food, send them over there. That's at 7811 Roosevelt Avenue, Jackson Heights, at Friends Tavern Bar. They usually start distributing at around 11:30. And they're always looking for new volunteers. If you want to volunteer there, you can just show up around 10:30. You can also message Facebook, Instagram, Loved Ones Food Pantry, find out how you can get involved with that. There is another food pantry on Saturdays at Colectivo Intercultural Transferiendo, a trans-run food pantry on 82nd Street and Roosevelt Avenue. And they start distributing food around 1 p.m. on Saturdays. And again, always looking for volunteers. And you also contact Loved Ones Food Pantry if you want to get involved with that. Hi, everybody who's tuning in. And anything else fun that we should promote before we get into the topic at hand?
Today is Earth Day, so love your earth. Try to recycle, save water, turn the water off when you're brushing your teeth, your kook or whatever you're doing with it.
Brushing your kook?
You know, when you're brushing your kook.
Okay.
Kookamonga. Don't use aerosol cans. Try to walk if you can, or try to maybe bicycle. You love to bicycle.
I love biking.
Do what you can and stop littering, New York. Yeah. Please, can we talk about this? People say, "Oh, it's the tourists." No, honey. No. New Yorkers make New York disgusting, and I have seen it, and I've almost gotten into a fight because of it. But please, keep New York clean.
Yeah, we're pretty gross. I personally try not to be anymore. I grew up with really bad New York habits. But as I got older and more conscious and aware of the environment and important things like that, I try to be very, very conscious not to litter. And it's unfortunate when I see other people that are not yet conscious about this. So please get conscious about that. Protect our earth. It's the only one we got.
I do spit. But, I spit
at people. I hope.
No, not at people. But
napkin.
If I don't have a napkin, if I have a loogie got to get out, I'm putting it out there. Ooh. And it's not like it destroys the universe or the planet or nothing.
Unless you got COVID and you're spreading it around.
I mean, once it's outside after 6 hours, it's. Okay. I don't know. No, I won't have the COVID, but I do. And I see people, on the train with their sunflower seeds and stuff. I'm like,
yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of that in Jackson Heights. There's something called bang. PAN, like Spanish pan, but it's not. It's like a I think a Bengali thing. It's a little treat that they put tobacco and spices and things, and they wrap it in a leaf. And then you chew it and spit it out. I guess kind of like spitting tobacco.
Okay.
And you can see that it leaves red marks on the floor. I mean, it's a cultural thing. I don't want to diss it, but I don't like spitting so much. No offense to you or Bengali people. I love you and I love Bengalis, but spitting, not really my thing.
I mean, like if it's on purpose, they were spitting. I don't spit. I spit when it's like I don't want something in my mouth.
I mean, I also don't want to yuck your yum. So
right. No, I'm not into
one of your fetishes.
I'm not into it. I'm just I don't want it in my mouth. So yeah.
Well, that's a good segue into the topic, which is fetishes.
Fetishes with one T. I've been spelling with 2 T's. I don't know why. And yes, fetish used to be Eve. Remember Eve? The rapper Eve. That was her clothing line.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, it was a nice little clothing line called Fetish, and it was cute, but it's gone now. Okay. But I don't know why I brought that up. I just wanted to. But
and what is the reason that we decided to do the topic on fetish this week, Riqi?
What the hell not? I forget.
I'm assuming because it's a topic next Monday.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
you're right. Good segue. I'm like, I don't know because we can. Hell. Yeah. We're allowed to. We do what we want. Yes, on Monday we do have a group here for MP
What
Queens.
group is that? Sounds exciting. Is it a group sex party?
It is not a group sex. It is a
Oh.
virtual Zoom. You know,
Virtual
what
sex
you
party?
do from the waist below is up to you.
True.
However, we do talk about a topic, and it's usually something that everyone's either into or something that is interesting, and you can converse, educate yourself, talk about it. You know, just it's entertainment, it's education, it's fun.
Yeah. So
And you get to meet some guys.
It's an ACQC run program that we do every Monday on Zoom at 6:30. It's led by Riqi, by
And
JC,
JC, who will see
and it's really, really fun. Like Riqi said, it's a place for gay men to meet up. The target demographic is gay men between 18 and 29, but we do not discriminate. If you just want to come join and hang out and join the conversation, make new friends, everyone is welcome.
Everyone. So not only gay men, but men who sleep with men. So bisexual men,
Correct.
trans men who sleep with men, who I did not know is a thing.
What?
Yeah, honey, it's a lot. I didn't realize,
Really?
but
Yeah.
I did. And you know what? I can see why, because a lot of the trans men are hot. And I'm like, dude, I have a friend. I can't say his name, Javon, but he's hot. He moved to Atlanta or California. I forgot. He moved away. But damn it, if he was here, I'd be like, yo, what's up? But yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I've met many attractive trans men. I mean, men are men.
Yeah,
Whether they're trans
I
or
love
cis,
men.
if they're good looking and attractive, I'm with it, you know? So fetishes. So yeah, we're going to be discussing that on Monday. If you want to join our core group discussion, you can message MP Queens, MP Queens 19 on Facebook, Instagram, and Gmail, I think. Also.
Gmail, yes, mpqueens19 at gmail.com. Or even on the Facebook, just inbox us right there,
all you gotta do is
or on
leave
the
us an
Instagram.
email. Just drop your email and you'll get the weekly
Slide into
notification.
my DMs. You know,
there is a registration every week where it asks things like name and demographics, and also on the bottom there's a column for you to actually suggest topics that you want discussed.
Yes,
which is really fun because that way, you know, the idea is to get everybody involved.
Absolutely.
So fun topics to be discussed. Once they get scheduled to be discussed on a Monday, Riqi and I do flame time the Thursday before just to start the conversation, get the ball rolling, get the people ball interested. Rolling. So yeah, now that we got the ball rolling,
it's a
fetishes.
taste.
Do you want to talk a little bit about what you printed out about fetishes?
I'm a little vanilla.
What? I would never have guessed. Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I thought I was. Well, I thought I was freaky until someone who was into the thing they told me, oh, that's kind of vanilla. So these are, what is your most practiced kink during COVID-19 lockdown? Virtual sex. Of course, virtual sex, because, you know,
everything
social
virtual,
distancing,
I mean,
right? Yeah. Dom sub, I get it. I enjoy it.
You want to explain what that is for the people that don't know?
I would like for you to, because I think I'm doing it wrong. Like I said, someone told me I was vanilla, like, you're boring. I'm like, okay.
Well, before we move on, let's talk about the vanilla. Who? I don't know names, but who? A boyfriend, a friend?
No, it's just
why?
Friends in general. You know, like they're like, oh, that's kind of like, they'll tell me stuff like water sports and leather. What was that?
Oh, weird.
Oh,
is it?
We're gonna
this
fix.
way?
Well, we can. So we're gonna fix something really.
I
don't know.
That's really weird. I never did that before. Whatever.
See, usually
you have to stop, I think, and then we do it again.
Or we can just film this way too. It's
okay.
Fine.
Okay.
Yes, we're sorry for making everybody seasick right now, but I'm showing my peach.
That's better.
Okay, thank you.
Showing my peach.
Why don't we unplug that so it doesn't do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you could turn that on. Thank you to JC, our wonderful producer over here, for letting us know that it was filming sideways for some reason. I don't know why. It had not done that before whenever I turned the phone sideways. So, but technical difficulties, back to the vanilla. So
what are you going to do? This is live from New York.
So one thing I got to say about that is someone's vanilla might be someone else's kinky.
Yep.
Like there's different levels, and maybe you were too vanilla for them.
For them, yeah.
Maybe they were just super freaky, and hey, that's cool too.
Right. Well, because because mine, you know,
was it like a specific instance? Like, did you do or say something that made them say
no?
that you're
Well,
vanilla?
they asked me first because they kind of knew that they assumed that I would be vanilla, so I was like, okay, that's fine, and I didn't know them until afterwards. I was like, well, why? They're into more like leather shirts, leather everything. I think it's hot. Have I done it before? No. Leather jackets, leather jock straps, leather cock. cock rings,
Nice.
everything leather. And then there's like, I like the whole daddy boy thing, but I take that more as role play.
Okay.
But there's a certain community, and it's awesome and beautiful. But I guess I'm too vanilla.
So I used to think I was vanilla compared to a lot of my friends that I grew up with that were very heavily into the kink and fetish scene here in NYC. But then I started meeting other people that weren't into that. You know, I guess like regular everyday people I met through work, you know, work clients, colleagues, etc. And then all of a sudden, I was the freaky one and the kinky one. So I mean, it really depends on
Right.
who you're speaking to, I guess. 'Cause,
Right.
I mean, I've hung out with some very kinky people. Yeah, actually, I got introduced to fetish when I was about 15 years old. I got my first job at N's Body Piercing and Erotic Clothing at 48 West 8th Street between 6th Avenue and McDougal.
Plug.
I was there from 96. Well, they're gone now, but I was there from 1996 till about 2000, 2001. So yeah, like 4 or 5 years on and off.
Oh, wow.
I started out as a flyer boy, and I worked my way to a store attendant, cashier, eventually body piercing, and then manager.
Oh, you do body piercing.
And I did. In the 90s, I did body piercing. And apparently, I didn't realize that I worked in a fetish store. I didn't know what fetish was. We sold a lot of things like this, leather and latex and heels and fishnets and corsets. And we did erotic body piercings. We did tattoos. And yeah, I did not realize that that was something that was sexualized. I always saw it more as fashion. I just thought it was like really fun, cool fashion. I swear, I was so into. I was 15, you know, I was 15, 19, 20.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that the way that I was dressing was arousing people.
Yeah. Leather
Figure.
Leather and Levi.
Yeah. I've gotten a lot of propositions walking down the street wearing my tight leather pants. And,
I mean, I
you know
have
what
leather pants
like,
at home, but it's kind of sweaty. Like, I don't, I mean, I get
There's
the
laundry
fetish
there.
on it, but it's like,
Some people are into that. Some people are into that.
Yeah,
That could be a
they're into
fetish
man
too.
sense.
Yeah. So what was your introduction into fetish?
My introduction to fetish was someone that wanted me to have sex with them in their car.
Oh.
Like, I was like, but I have a bed. They're like, but I want to do it in the car.
Interesting.
And he's like, yeah, we're back and forth. He's like, but the bed is softer. He's like, you know, and he talked to me about the whole
to you
right.
what
And
you had
then
done. Okay.
someone else. This person wasn't introduced me to it on purpose. It just happened this way.
Okay.
Somebody that we know.
Was it JC?
No.
Oh, okay.
Somebody that we can't say their name, Dracula. We used to go bike riding, and we would end up at what's it, the Pines? Not the.
Oh my goodness!
What's it called?
Scandal. No, in Central Park.
Central Park.
The Rambles.
The Rambles. There we go. The Pines is something else.
The Pines.
The
is,
Rambles.
Long Island, Fire Island. Yeah.
But yeah, so the Rambles, and all of a sudden, like zombies in the night,
Oh my goodness.
coming, beautiful freaking men.
Beautiful
And-
zombies.
Oh my God! Like, bite me, eat my brains.
Oh my goodness. Just your brain?
Honey,
Okay.
biscuits too. So I was like, oh my God. And I was like, why? Because it's a fetish of exhibitionism and voyeurism.
Oh, don't jump too far now, because that's later in the line. Let's go
It
one by
is.
one. But yeah, I can talk about that.
But
for
see, I
days.
didn't know. And then I got
Oh, that was
addicted.
your introduction.
Yeah. I got addicted to that.
Really?
And I was at the park without my friends,
You were
honey.
a Rambles whore?
They were beautiful men and they wanted all of this. And so I was like, all right, you know.
Is that still going on?
I haven't been there in years.
I've never been. I've heard about it, but I've never been.
Back then I could run quick. So if the cops came, you could run. Now, honey, I don't know. But I'd be like, oh, I'm going to jail. Just go ahead and cuff me. I'm already cuffed. So
which is also a fetish.
right.
Some people are into that.
It is. Everything's a fetish.
So that was your intro into fetish.
That was
awesome.
And what was yours was a store.
Yeah, mine was working in the scene for 5
And
years.
did you try it, all the stuff,
unbeknownst.
eventually during sex?
You know what? I didn't. I would end up, again, 15, 16, 17, innocent and ridiculous. I would have men that would come into the store when it was just me and my boyfriend working there. And not for nothing, we were both really cute. You know, he was like 15, I was 16, 17. And we would work in the store, and like men would come in and ask to try on corsets and things. They want to have me or my boyfriend at the time lace up their corsets. And I didn't realize they were getting aroused by it. One time I had a guy try on this sheer petticoat. effect, which is like a big poofy skirt that's made of crinoline, so it's totally clear, see-through. And he asked us to go in the change, or he asked me to go in the changing room with him to help him lace up his clothes. So while he was wearing this see-through thing, and he turned around and it was like this in my face.
That's kind of.
I was like, oh my goodness. And little by little, it started to seep in. Like, oh, people are turned on by this. Again, I just thought it was fashion. I thought it was cool.
Marie Antoinette.
I'm very much into it still. But yeah, that was kind of my intro into it.
That's crazy.
And then later on, I started working in the club scene in New York City. I want to say 2002 ish, around that time. And I worked at a fetish party. I worked the door at a fetish party where you have to be dressed a certain way to be let in. So again, leather, fishnets, lace, see-through things,
latex,
all that stuff. And we would do fun shows like exhibitionist shows. We would hang people with a hook on their backs. What's it called?
I don't know.
There's a word for it. I don't remember, but it's a thing when people put hooks in their backs and get hung up by the ceiling.
It's very The Cell with Jennifer Lopez. Remember The Cell?
It's very
Like the
kinky.
black party.
Yeah, I'll get back to you guys on that, or someone knows what is it called when they put hooks to your back and hang you from a ceiling. It's a thing.
It's like you're a meat rack.
My friend does it actually. I don't know if she's watching. If you're there, hey honey, what's up? If you want to, actually, I have 2 friends that have done it. So if you want to speak about your experiences on that, that would be cool. But yeah, again, I just thought it was all for fun, and I didn't really see the sexual aspect of it until way later on. So you were asking about dom and sub.
Yes.
So that is a power play between 2 people where one person is the dominant one and one person is the submissive. And some people are very into that power play dynamic. Some people take it to the next level. And there's a slave.
That, right?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes people do. Yeah.
But
sometimes there's a slave and a master. I guess that would be on the far end if you're really into that dumb and sub thing. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. And then there was another one, which was
orgasm control. I've done this, but I've done it just because I am a out and proud bottom, and I hate when the top's done. I'm like, oh no, you can't be done because I'm not ready.
Exactly?
Orgasm control is where you stop them. Like it's kind of like edging while having sex. When you know they're gonna be, you stop and you just stay there.
I like that.
But sometimes you can accidentally just stay there too long.
Whoops.
So it's I would consider it edging.
So you practiced this one. That's one of your.
I did it, but I didn't realize it was a thing. Because I mean, come on. No. I didn't realize it was a fetish.
Oh yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to do that. You have
suspension.
Suspension.
Who said that?
Thank you, Martin Sanchez.
Oh, thank you, honey. See, I knew if somebody knew it was gonna be you. Thank you.
It keeps you in suspense. No.
I know what he meant, but he said still.
I couldn't think about it. Yeah, thank you so much.
Still doing it. What? Still? He just responded. Still.
Are you still doing? You do suspension still?
Still.
Cool. Where do you do it? Where do you find an audience? As far as I'm aware, clubs that did that kind of stuff and that existed in New York for a while. But it could be that I just dropped out of the scene.
Underground.
It's called New York Bondage Club.
Oh, our producer knows.
26 and 8th Avenue.
Oh my goodness! I just been
every Sunday.
Wow.
Every Sunday.
Drop my name, 25% off.
Every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Just mention his name.
$25.
Okay.
And the cover, but if you are cute or you are twink, they let you in.
Oh, so I'll be there. Okay. That sounds really fun.
I'm not a twink, I'm more of a ho-ho, but it's okay.
Okay.
Ding dong.
Thank you so much, both JC and Martin Sanchez, for that information. That's great. You guys have anything to say about orgasm control, which is a new term for me? I've definitely heard of edging.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, you just explained it. It's similar.
I'm on the edge.
All right.
Of coming. No.
We have bondage as well. Would you like to take this one, Riqi?
You take this one. I'm not into that because I need someone's arms around me. I'm more of a dom when it comes to the bedroom, even though I'm a bottom. I am more of a dom because
doms would be into bondage because they would be the ones that want to tie someone up. Again, it goes back to dom and sub being submissive. People like to get tied up. I know you're watching. I'm not going to name call you, but someone just said before in the chat that we had that they like to be tied up, which is really hot. I'm totally into
Tie
that.
me. Janet Jackson likes
JC
to be
had
tied
something
up.
to say.
Yeah, Alison D is saying
Hey, Ali.
DOMs, but also switches.
Also, bitches.
Switches.
Switches.
So that's another that the people who are they adapt to the roles depending on their partner.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I don't like the idea of just having one rigid role. That comes for anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a very proud verse. I'd love to switch the roles around. I like to be a boy sometimes. I like to be a girl sometimes. I mean, you can't switch more than that, you know.
It's not about that.
But I love switching roles.
Being submissive or being dom.
Yeah. So I'm all about switching everything. Try everything at least once, twice if you like it. So switch it all up. I can get into that actually. Yeah. Thank you, Allison, for that.
There's also people they don't know they're switchers,
Oh.
but they are very submissive. But they like to explore. They go into exploring the dom part. So if they have a dom, they teach them how to become a dom. There is also that. So you can become a mentor for that person.
That is
or
really
a dom
cool.
who wants to explore the submissive part. They explore that by teaching them things.
JC, you need to be on this show,
Right?
Right here, right now.
Okay.
You know, okay.
You have to come to the meeting.
You'll save your knowledge, and then
I don't wanna show
you'll
the
train us all
merchandise.
to be submissive doms.
You have
later
to
on
come on
Monday.
Monday.
Yes,
We're all
please
gonna
join
come
us
on
Oh
Monday
my
with this
goodness.
conversation.
Yeah, I'm
6:30.
excited about this.
I don't want to
Good
show the
topic.
merchandise.
Oh, what is that?
Oh,
That's the blue. I'm looking at this corn.
No,
thing.
ridícula.
I was like,
I'm looking at that.
yeah, no, that's hot too. Is he?
Soy yo.
That's you?
Yo,
Shut
Wait,
up!
what?
That is not you.
it's me like almost 10 years ago. Yeah.
I
Shut
didn't know that.
up! I was gonna.
I was too busy looking down here. I didn't scroll up. Oh, okay. Oh my God, that is. You have to show the.
No, I can't
audience.
show it
No.
here.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna show it
That is
the Monday probably
beautiful.
for them.
I'm on recon.
Don't go to the other one. No. Do not go to the other one.
I'll
Well.
scroll through those later.
All the places you'll go, the things you learn here at the ACQC.
Yeah.
Every Sunday.
That is
7
nice.
a.m.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, I got to see more of these photos.
Touch the pearls?
Leather, latex, orgasm control, bondage. So yeah, that is when people like to get tied up or like to tie up others, and it doesn't have to be just tied up. It could be handcuffs, any kind of restriction. Basically, I think
You can even use your hands.
Fall under that. Absolutely.
You know, there is a rape fetish. I'm sorry.
there is.
Rape is
No, there
bad.
is.
Raping is bad, but if you're doing it both, it's not really rape. It's
Right.
just rape play.
Great play.
Right.
It's a kink. It's a thing.
But we don't
People
like
are
that.
into it. We don't. No one's young
No.
here, but it's a thing. Anal play. Not everybody's into that either. But guess
No.
what? Many people that I know are. And there's
Even
nothing wrong with that either.
heterosexuals.
Oh, a lot of heterosexuals.
I know one girl, used to be my best friend. She loves to rim her husband.
That's hot.
And she loves to get rimmed. He's
Why
straight
wouldn't
as
he?
an arrow. He's an amazing man.
Has nothing to do with anything.
And really, really, like, he loves it.
All right,
So,
straight ladies out there, who here likes to rim their man?
No, I'm not a straight lady, but
Okay.
if he has a nice...
I play one on TV. Allison, you like to rim your man?
Alison D saying hook suspension is not just for an audience.
Correct.
We also do it for ourselves.
Ooh.
And it's not just a sexual thing. Life suspended, that's suspension experience all over the country.
I heard it's a very meditational kind of thing. When you're suspended, you have this kind of like out of body experience. You're very in zen, in tune with your emotions and your feelings. I have never done suspension, but like I said, I've known people that have, and I've seen TV shows on it. Like I think Taboo. I used to love the show Taboo.
Oh.
They did an episode on it. And
that's a show.
yeah,
I
I'm
think about the
really
music.
into it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I ironically, considering again, I used to work as a body piercer, and at one point I had I think up to 50 body piercings in my body. But the idea of suspension is too extreme even for me. And people that knew me back when I had like 50 body piercings would be like, "What?" They would never imagine. But yeah, even I have to draw the line somewhere. I think that's really too hardcore for me. But I applaud anyone and admire anyone that can do that. That's pretty awesome. So good for you.
I have to add this in there.
Yeah.
I have an ex who also, it was suspension, but more of a, I'm bringing back your corset play
Okay.
because he had on his side, you know who you are if you're watching, he had rings pierced in 2 rings, like I think there were like 10.
Yeah.
On his side, and then he will put a lace and actually tie up the lace like it was a real corset. And he would love it when it got cold.
I've seen that. Yeah.
And yeah.
Body piercing itself is, in fact, a fetish.
Okay, I am
for some
assuming
people.
so. Yeah,
Again, for me, I just did it because I like the way it looks. It looks pretty.
When I see a Prince Albert, I get a little turned on because I'm like, I wonder what that would feel like inside.
Some people say that it hurts, and some people are not bothered by it. I have a Prince Albert. I had one done when I was 19.
It's only 9 years ago. I've also liked the grundle, the undercarriage, the taint piercing. I think I want that because I love to get,
I heard that's very. I don't have that, but I have heard from people that have gotten it.
And I've touched,
very pleasurable.
and it's not like it's just skin there. I mean,
For those who don't know who the grundle is, would you like to demonstrate?
It is the area between the bone sac and the anus hole. So like right under the grundle, the taint, I'll call it.
Somewhere down in there.
Undercarriage. What else? Is there another term? Perineum?
The guiche.
Yeah. The guiche? Guiche. I thought guiche was dressing up in guiche. Oh, I call it the gooch.
Gooch. Oh, gooch. Maybe that's
the gooch.
The gooch.
Doing the gooch. No, I'm sorry. That's horrible. It's such a straight boy word. Gooch.
And that goes right back to what we were saying about anal play. So again, I applaud all the ladies out there.
Bertha, Natalia,
Hi, Mom.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mom. Gracias. Yes, my mom.
All right, Mama.
Gracias. Okay, age play.
I love it. Like I said, daddy, son.
I'm about that one.
I'm about that. I love.
Are you the daddy or are you the son?
I am son, but doesn't mean the son is like has to do what daddy says. The son likes to misbehave so that he can get spanked.
A little pop out.
Yeah,
action.
I like it, especially when you're being done and then rubs it. It's very Christian. What's his name? Christian Grey.
I don't know who that is.
50 Shades of Grey. Christian Grey. No. Am I the only
one in the audience? Someone in the
audience. You know who
Christian
Christian Grey is.
Never heard of her.
Anyway.
Speaking of, do you think that self-inflicted punishment was created based on a fetish instead of an actual punishment?
It's a punishment.
Because I've seen a lot of movies that the guys can get the characters get to enjoy.
That one movie with Tom Hanks?
I did not know that one's new to me.
It's called The Cat of Nine Tails. Yes, it wasn't created for pleasure. It's created for pain. However, sometimes pleasure is pain. That's why people cut themselves.
True.
That's why people purposely end up with bad boyfriends because they know the pain is the comfort.
True.
Not calling you out, you know who you are.
I actually did used to cut myself. I went through a short phase in my life that I was a cutter. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't a fetish at all. For me, it was a period of my deepest depression. And I would cut myself in my arm for two reasons. One, to see if I could still feel, which sounds so over dramatic now. Oh my God. I was like 11, 12, 13 around this age. And also, after I started cutting myself, I really liked the scars that it left. So then I started doing weird designs and patterns on my arm. Notice my arms are completely covered in tattoos now, so you don't see the scars. And that's in part why. Mm-hmm. But I would have scars all up this arm. My favorite one was a big one. I wonder if I can still see it.
Aren't you hot in that? Because I'm a little schwitzy and I only have on like
always hot.
Polo.
I used to have the word queer in big letters going down my arm like this. I did myself.
Something there.
I see colors. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's gone, and I haven't really looked at it for years. But I used to have the word queer written in big giant letters right there.
And that red looks like they went hard when they went in with the red.
Yeah.
That's why I see the little
and tattoos. But that's not on the list. But tattoos apparently are a fetish.
Body ink? Absolutely. That turns you on.
Thing.
That's a turn on.
Yeah.
It's a fetish. Like body colorings. Also, there are race fetishes. I do not applaud.
Race fetish?
Yes. Some people of a certain race like to date someone of another race specifically because of the fetish. The fetish of their history, the fetish of the myth about, or the...
Now, I feel like this can go all ways, though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. No, it's not just one.
Okay.
I'm just saying...
I thought that's what you're implying. Like, I feel like it can
no,
go
it's not
ways.
a specific. Like some, let's just put names out there. So Caucasian can purposely date an Asian because they love the fetish and they love what the culture represents or whatever specifically. And the Asian might have a black fetish because of their culture and what is in their head, role playing wise. When you should, in my opinion, you should be dating the person because you like them first, and then if everything else works out in your favor, then hi, whatever.
Yeah,
but
it's a weird gray area because I feel like historically speaking, for people of color, we've always had whiteness thrown upon us as the status quo and what to strive for, what to achieve for when it comes to your own personal appearance and also for a partner. Mm-hmm. So I think it's great when then other cultures, people of color, myself included, are also seen as valid of being attracted to. But yeah, I guess there's a strange gray area when it becomes a fetish kind of situation. But then how do you know when you cross that
that's
line,
the thing. So if you can have sex with them and also go out with them and introduce them to your family, I don't think that's really too much of a fetish. But when you only specifically have sex with a certain race and you wouldn't be seen with in public, I think that might be a problem.
I've seen that a lot. Yeah. Specifically, I'm a world traveler. I've been to 110 countries. That's right. I've seen a lot of things. And I got to say, when I go to Asia, specifically Southeast Asia, every time I go to a club, bar, gay club, whatever, it's always a younger Asian male with an older white male. And it seems like they look for each other. The from people that I've spoken to and from what I've experienced, I feel like the Southeast Asian men in these situations are attracted to the rich old white man that can bring them prosperity, money, anything else, while the rich older white men are attracted to the young, handsome, attractive Asian man. So then it's kind of becomes a thing. Like, is it problematic when it's a mutual thing? You know what I mean?
If it's mutual, then hey, whatever's done in the privacy. However, if one person happens to be racist against another certain group, but you would have sex with them.
Oh, that's just weird.
Right.
That's weird as hell.
I think that happens a lot, and we see that a lot I have seen it a lot in the gay community, and it's been also brought up a lot. I'm part of another LGBTQ POC group, and every other Monday we discuss things and how African Americans have been fetishized. But also, my point on there was that chubby guys are also fetishized. Like, I know guys would blank me crazy, but they wouldn't hang out with me. They wouldn't go out with me, but they love my curves. And I've been accused of dating only black men, and that's not true. I like men. However, the problem is only black men like me. I'm 6'2" and I'm pounds, so I'm kind of curvy.
Oh,
yeah. So I'm a big boy.
Show the audience.
No, I'm a little,
Do a little strut.
Yeah, I have in my Spanx. I have like 4 of them on, and they so I attract a lot of them.
So you're a fetish.
I am. Chub is a fetish. Chub bears are a fetish.
Yeah, there's a feeder fetish that's not on our list.
A feeder.
But someone made me aware of that. A feeder fetish.
Wait, a feeder?
A feeder. FEE.
Oh, I think you mean like a fetish.
Someone likes to feed their partner to either increase their weight or I honestly I don't know. I don't want to yuck no one's yum. I don't understand it. It's not my thing. But that is the thing that, like we were saying, chubby fetish.
I mean, I like to be fed, but not food.
I love to be fed.
I mean,
I love food too.
Hey, I guess that would go. Yeah, foot play. Foot play is big.
So we went through age fetish, foot fetish.
We have a friend who I hope he's watching. I don't think he has a Facebook, but I did let him know we have YouTube also.
Yeah.
And they're into self-alone foot play and also looking at pictures.
Oh, and they did ask that we'd have a topic about that.
Absolutely.
And that's yet in the works. Maybe we'll do that for a core group. Have a
that would be great
discussion on that topic.
Maybe this Monday we'll have like a 20-minute discussion, and maybe we can get educated by him.
Yeah. Who here is into feet?
Into a lot of people.
Show hands, guys. likes, clicks, hearts.
You know.
No. Okay.
When I'm on my back, I
It's
like
a
to have
thing.
my toes sucked while I'm being penetrated. Like that's
I
a
have
thing.
had that.
You know,
And
that's.
I do enjoy that.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I have another friend who has an IG specifically of his feet, and
Oh.
people, honey, they click, 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 click
Yeah.
likes like crazy.
Again, 20 years ago when I was working in the New York City club scene, my friends would routinely go to clubs that specifically cater to foot fetishes.
Mm-hmm.
And these were cis young women that would sit around and have men buy them drinks and play with their feet at the bar and have some money thrown at them for the privilege of doing that. And sometimes I would get asked to come along, and I kind of regret not doing it because I could use a foot massage and a few drinks.
Right?
And for anyone out there, I have
Yeah.
very pretty feet. I give myself a pedicure very regularly. My feet are tattooed and beautiful. And if you're into that kind of thing, I can
Call
still use
her.
a drink and I can still use a foot massage.
At 1-900 foot. No.
So the next fetish on our list is role play, which also ties into some of the stuff we talked about before.
Absolutely.
So talk to me about your role play experience.
I enjoy role play. So even when I'm having sex with someone and they don't know I'm doing role play, I'm doing role play.
What roles do you play?
Honey, Esther roles, baked goods roles, sesame rolls, hero roles. No, I'm kidding. I love them all.
You're making me hungry.
Right? Usually when I'm in bed, I get into, if it's a hookup, it's been over 3 years, I get into a porn star role in my head because I want to be good, but I want to also enjoy it. So I get into like make believe there's a camera, start performing,
really?
do your body. Yeah.
That's cool.
And when you're when I've been in a relationship, when I statements, I have gone to a bar and had my partner make believe I don't know him, and there we go. It's role play.
I'm not gonna lie, my entire bedroom is covered in mirrors because I like to watch myself in action, and I like to watch the other person in action from various angles. And I never thought about it till now, but I guess that could be a fetish.
Mm-hmm.
I think we look cool. I don't know.
I love it.
I think it looks if it's done right.
Yeah.
It looks very beautiful. It can also look very clumsy and awkward if you're not doing it right. But,
right.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, hold on, suck it in. Yeah. That's my thing. Is I'd have to go to the side like a showgirls movie poster and suck it into the side with the leg.
Do we have a comment?
Shaquila.
Hey, Shaquila.
Richardson. We miss you, Shaquila.
Hey,
yeah, she's
how
a
you
dom.
doing? That's right, yeah.
And she was into
Maybe
something.
we shouldn't blow her spot on
Receiving,
that. She does it, so.
receiving food worship is nice.
It
is.
is, yeah.
Do you go every Sunday to worship or worship service every Sunday?
I love that.
Yeah.
Shaquila, you've been missing out on some good core groups,
Yeah.
honey. Come join us next Monday at 6:30 p.m. and where we're going to continue this discussion, and you would be a great
Please
addition
come,
to this conversation. Thank you for that.
Shaquila. And registrations in our Instagram page and in the bio. The link is right there.
What's the Instagram page?
Instagram page is MP. P as in Peter, Queens 19. M as in Mary. P as in penis. Queens as in 19 at IG.
Easy. Perfect. Next fetish on our list that we're going to talk about, voyeurism. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
It's
it.
hot.
I love it.
Do you consider watching porn voyeurism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I guess, yeah, it's a form of it. But we talked about role reversals as well. I like to reverse that role. And sometimes I like to be watched.
Exhibitionism.
That's right. Yeah, that's later on the list, but I feel like we should talk about it with voyeurism because they kind of go hand in hand. And like JC was saying, there is such a thing as role reversals, and you can be both.
Mm-hmm.
Why just pick one? You know what I mean? Like, this is a question that I ask to all exclusive tops and exclusive bottoms of the world. I don't want to yuck anyone's yum again. I just personally don't understand it. Like, why deprive yourself of a pleasure? I want to have it all. I want to do it all, including voyeurism and exhibitionism.
I think the reason this one is above.
Is that a fair question?
This is just like,
well, I can explain from my end.
I would love an explanation, JC.
I feel more comfortable being submissive when I do role playing because usually during my day, every day, I take control of my life. Okay. So I'm pretty sure what I want. I don't go with games and things like that. So in the game, in the moment when I'm playing, I like to be more submissive.
Okay.
So, and also
I got
more
that.
like, and I would like to explore that as a game to become a more dominant, but I don't feel much experience that I have.
Gotcha.
So, because to perform, you need to really believe it or
Yes.
believe. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You have to have the confidence. You got to have the
Exactly.
power. Otherwise,
Yeah,
people see right through you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's about exploration. It's about practice.
That's interesting.
And it also has some attachment with your everyday life as well. I don't know if anybody has seen the show Billions
I haven't.
on Showtime.
Okay.
He's the district attorney in New York. He's the most powerful, one of the most powerful persons in New York, but he's submissive, and he goes to those fetish clubs, and
That's very
his
common.
mistress dominates him and humiliates him, hit him, but because he enjoys that, because he's always at charge.
That's true.
In his
That's
life.
true. Yeah.
It's always the guy doesn't give a shit about it, about anything. But at night, he's totally the opposite. He is a carpet. He's a carpet.
Oh,
And
that
she treats him
reminded
like a
me of
carpet.
something too. About the carpet thing. But before I get into that, what you just said, I've known a lot of friends in my life that work as doms at sex clubs, dungeons, etc. And a huge portion of the clientele are affluent men with money who are very high up in their positions at work. Exactly what you just described. That they get yes sir all the time. That they want to reverse that role and experience the opposite, what it is to be treated. Absolutely. It's really interesting. And about the carpet, I used to know a guy who went by the name Kevin Carpet, and this goes back to my teen years where I was really just ignorant about fetishes. But there was a guy. I think he's on Facebook under Kevin Carpet, actually. Hi, Kevin, if you're watching. Kevin Carpet. He was probably in his 40s at the time, and he would go around asking all the teenage punk boys and some punk girls to walk on him while he was wrapped in a carpet. We all laughed. We thought it was weird. We thought it was silly, but he would pay us in cash and in CDs. So
What's a CD?
Shut up. So we would go to public parks and do that. And sometimes if he knew the owner or somebody that worked at a bar, he would ask them if he could do it at the bar, and he would sit wrapped in a carpet at the bar so that people had to step on him and walk on him while ordering their drink. It was a thing. And now thinking back, I mean, I used to do it because I like the money and I like CDs. You know what I mean? I was young, whatever. I don't know what he was doing under that carpet. I don't want to know. I don't care. But yeah, it's. I'm wondering now. Maybe he was like this rich, affluent man, a boss, owner of his business. Especially if he's giving you money. Especially, like that. Oh, nice. And he was CDs back in the day. In the 90s. Who here has walked on Kevin Carpet? Give me some hearts. I know you do. If you were around New York City in the 90s and the East and West Village, you've walked on Kevin Carpet. Come on. I'm going to tag him on this.
I wonder if Stedman dominates Oprah. I have a feeling. I think she's a boss. She's a boss. And I have a feeling Stedman might dominate Oprah.
Like
who else thinks that?
JC was saying is very possible. So the next one.
When it comes to voyeurism, I want to make this one small point. I think the reason the voyeurism is ahead of exhibitionism is because this is during COVID lockdown.
Oh, that's right.
A lot of people are watching on Cam 4, Cam Chat, whatever it's called. Okay. And then there's a small portion of, like, you'll have one guy and 40 people watching them. So the statistic to it, it's, more watching than viewing.
Absolutely. I think Allison left a comment, JC. Do you see that?
Well, what?
Allison left a comment.
Let me see.
I just see Kevin Carpet.
A ver, says, remind me, Shaquilla, about the meeting. And then, no.
Okay, I'll read it from here. I just got to zoom in. It says, Kevin Carpet did not care about consent. Oh. He lied to us or bullied us and frequently, my phone is cracked, so I got to really squint, frequently promised payment and then didn't come through. That's shady, Kevin. Oh. He did not honor the basic tenets of safe, sane, consensual, I I can't read the rest because my phone is cracked really badly.
Oh my.
But
that's
Kevin,
no good.
shame on you. I'm going to tag you on this. You're
For
probably
shame.
like 60, 70 now, probably still having people walk on you on a carpet.
For shame.
They do it consensually, and if you offer to pay somebody, pay somebody. Don't be ripping people off. That's just, you don't do that. That's shady. So, Kevin, you're going to get a bow from me, okay?
Thank you. You won't
Come
like
to
it.
the
You might be into that, though.
Come to the
Come to the
meeting.
meeting.
Allison, join us for the meeting. Or Kevin.
Kevin,
Okay.
too.
Kevin.
We'll all
It'll be
walk
like
on you
Caso
if you come to
Cerrado.
the meeting.
Someone's calling you.
Oh, I thought it was on Do Not Disturb.
It's okay. That happens. Clearly, mine did the same.
Chopped. Okay.
Hiya!
So that's that. Sadomasochism.
I can't speak to
So
that.
sadistic pleasures. It goes back to dom sub, but I'm guessing the best way to describe it is more extreme, inflicting pain on others, needle play, needles through the skin,
I
could
have
be
seen
burning,
things. Yeah.
candle wax pouring.
No, I like that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I love the candle wax. Girl,
You're
when
not
I
as vanilla
saw-
as your friend thought, apparently.
when I saw Madonna in Body of Evidence with the red candle on, ooh, chap. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I actually
Okay.
do have one experience with
Mhm.
candle wax. I remember I was at a party. Oh, my phone just shut off. Are you serious? Rochelle, you need to stop calling me, honey. I'm alive, baby. I'll call you later.
Rochelle.
Resume.
There you
Sorry. So back to the wax. Yeah, I went to a party with a few of my friends. These two beautiful, beautiful young ladies. We all worked together. They were all tattooed up. They dressed very fetishy. We were all in our early 20s or so. They worked at Trash and Vaudeville. And
I love trash back when it was
Yeah.
there. Aww.
Yeah, we're talking early mid 2000s.
I was thinking about that.
They were these beautiful, beautiful young men that they knew through work, like tall, skinny rocker boys, tattooed, pierced up, long hair, like heavy metal, punk rock. Oh, I guess maybe that's my fetish. I was really into them.
Maybe.
They were straight, but
I love that's a fetish too.
I love any story that starts. They were straight, but because I'm kind of into straight guys.
Like spaghetti.
Yeah, we all went to a party. We got a little drunk, and we ended up. Apparently, they liked candle wax play, and they let us burn them with candles, and that was really hot. That was my first and only experience. I didn't seek it; it just kind of happened, and it was just really cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the next one.
Why not?
Just because we're running short on time.
We
and
are.
That's half the list.
Oh my God, we gotta have a whole nother show on just this topic.
Which is why you have to come to the Monday meeting, 6:30 p.m.
Yes.
Register on. It's a Zoom meeting, so you're welcome. Instagram MP Queens 19. In the bio is the link. Go in there, click on it, give your name, your birth date, where you're from. If there's anything you want to see on the show and or in the group meeting,
This show went entirely too fast.
It
was
felt
really
like it, but
fun.
here we are 45 minutes. Hello,
Yeah,
45 minutes later.
Yeah, we gotta get to work, guys. So just as a teaser, a few of the other things that are on the list, we're not going to talk about them. We're just going to read them through. If you have any comments about that, experiences, please comment in the chat. We will be responding to this comment thread. So we have golden showers, impact play. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to have to Google it.
Yeah, me too.
Exhibitionism and outdoor sex. Love it. Pet play, not sure what that is.
I'm assuming. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it Monday.
Rubber, latex, and leather. I'm all about it. Uniforms, all about it. Group sex, I could get into that. Swinging, same. So, any questions, comments, or just want to share your experiences, please comment. We'll get back to you. Join us for a core group Monday, 6:30 p.m.
Yes.
Drop your email. Let us know you want to be involved. And have happy, safe, kinky sex, everybody.
And come get tested.
And yeah.
6207 Woodside Avenue.
And if you're not having
Free
safe
HIV
sex,
test.
come get tested and make sure that you're good. And we'll
Yes.
see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for all the comments.
Bye.
Don't forget to share. Bye.
Share.
And thank you, Mom, for watching. Bye.